following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to our man Dave in Claremont. Hey, Dave, Happy New Year. What's happening, man?
Happy New Year to you, my brother. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How you been?
I am doing well, man. I'm doing well. Can I throw a quote out at you?
Sure.
In the market, somebody knows something. Someone always knows something. That statement was made by a great trader by the name of Tom O'Brien about 6-7 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
And it kind of hit me like a brick. You're right. Somebody always knows something.
Hey, Carlos, what's going on, brother?
I'm calling you back, Tom. This morning I had the pleasure to talk to you and your son, and I don't want to miss the opportunity to talk to you again.
Well, I think you made some money on this bond.
Oh, yes, Tom. Your newsletter helped me.
That's a beautiful thing. We appreciate you growling and prowling us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. It's hard to believe it's September 19th, man. Just goes. Always do your best, but don't overdo. When you overdo, you deplete your body and you go against yourself, and it will take longer to accomplish your goal. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 42, new all-time high every day. Sherwin-Williams, get that green paint out. NASDAQ up 4, S&P's up 2, gold contract up $2.70, trading at $13.13 an ounce. Silver up 17 cents, $17.33 an ounce. You get platinum down $7, $9.54 an ounce. Copper's flat, $2.97 a pound. Light sweet crude down 37 cents, trading $49.98 a barrel. We're going to get the API numbers out this afternoon, 4:30. Notes. 10-year note down 3 ticks, 125.31. 30-year bond off 6, trading 154.05. Now, both notes and bonds, folks. Bottom line, they've been going down the past couple weeks. You have contracting volume. They haven't rejected lower price. So we'll see how this shakes in. The bottom of the swing point that it's going after right now in the 10-year is 125.21. And we're 10 points, 10 ticks above that right now, 125.31. We've done 975,000 contracts out here. Now, that is really light contract volume inside the 10-year. The 10-year likes to bang out a good 1.2, 1.4 million contracts every day. Excuse me, folks. We're going to take a look at the 30-year bond. 30-year bond down 6 ticks, also light volume. 30-year bonds trading at a price point of 154.05. Excuse me. This is coming into, so let's see. So the 30-year, you're dealing with about 153.10. The 30-year can get down actually about another point. 153.10, yeah, 153.10 and 153.11. King Dollar, what do we have with King Dollar? King Dollar continues to have a tough time getting a bid. We're down 244 ticks, and let's see what we've done out here. We have done 23,000 contracts. All right, it's light volume. That's pretty cool. Okay, so King Dollar down 249 ticks, 23,000 contracts. You're going against 33. So bottom line, that's saying that King Dollar still does want to try to get that dead cat bounce going. Needless to say, so the low in King Dollar was on September 8th. That got down to a price point of 90.795. I suspect what we're going to see here somehow is that this is going to get up to 93.840. It's going to be intriguing, of course, because you have the Fed meeting start today. Bottom line, the expectation is that they are not going to go up on rates. Bottom line, everyone's going to be listening to what's in that statement. 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at it. We'll pull up the futures. And if we look at the S&P futures here first, what you're going to see is that, bottom line, we have a price spread out here today of 25.01 to 25.0575, and that is like not a price spread, folks. That's the way that this is set up right now. If we go take a look at the cash S&P, what you have inside the cash S&P new all-time high, 25.07. You're at 25.06 right now. This is where this launched and went after its high on the 11th, September 11th. Bottom line, you've crawled up each and every day. Some of the higher volume stocks in this market out here. Let's go take a look at some of the higher volume stocks in this market. And this will be a low volume market today. You have Advanced Micro up 6 cents. Marbell's up 74. You have Comcast up 9. Verizon is up $1. We have Mattel up 15 cents. You get Wells Fargo up 66. The JP Morgan Chase is up $1.21. So let's go over and take a look at some of these financials, because what the Fed says is going to make a difference. The financials right now, JP Morgan's up $1.20, trading $94.12. Your high. It's going to go after the high, but this is a classic. You are contracting on volume dramatically. On last Friday, we did 18 million shares. Yesterday, you did 11. Today, we're going to be lucky where they do 8.5. Bank of America, BAC. Let's go stay with the banking structures for a second. Bank of America, $24.91. That's also going after its high of $25.11. Same type of setup volume-wise. We did 85 million on Friday. Yesterday, we did 68 million. Today, you're at 38, so good luck even doing 44. Berkshire Hathaway, BRK. Berkshire is the largest weighting structure inside the XLF, and Berkshire, I believe, is at all-time high right now. Berkshire just took out, it's 181.97. You're at 182.94. You've done 1.8. Well, let's call it 1.9 million. That's 2.5. That's what it's taken over. Let's pull this back. Yeah, you're at all-time highs. Bottom line. We'll see whether it's going to hold. On a, let's see, on a weekly, yeah, you're at all-time highs. And on a weekly basis, it looks like you're going to be dealing with 15.7 million. And thus far, I believe we've only done, like, counting today, is 5.5. Yeah, we had 5.5. So that has a, well, it has a long way volume-wise to go. It is at an all-time high. The XLE, let's go to the energy sector. Take a look at the energy sector. XLE, not much movement out here. XLE is going to have a hard time getting over this $67.12. Right now, you're at $66.33. If we take a look at ExxonMobil, which is the largest weighting structure inside, that is trading $80.18, and this is where it's basically having a hard time. You have volume contracting in a very large way. Let's go take a look at Chevron, which has been the strongest, by the way. It's still the strongest. Interesting, man. Different ballgame going on with Chevron. Chevron's up $1. You're trading 116.21 cents. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow Industrials up 42. NASDAQ is up 4. S&Ps are up 2. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials finished up 838. Dow Industrials are up 38. Nasdaq's up 4. S&Ps are up 1.5. And Toys R Us, folks, went down the tubes again. So this is pretty wild when you watch the amount of times that companies can actually go bankrupt. And in Toys R Us case, what you had, they were in one bankruptcy. You had KKR and Bain basically buy them, get them out of bankruptcy when they turned around and they actually bought them for $7.5 billion. Now, out of the $7.5 billion, I just want to break this down for you because this is pretty wild watching how this shakes out. Because you can hear the first news flash would be that, they bottom line the KKR and Bain and Vornado Realty Trust basically, lost all their money. And it was a $7.5 billion hit. But that's not what it was, folks, because what it was is this, is that when you break this down, they put up $1.3 billion and the takeover. And this was a long time ago. This is 2005. Out of that, though, they got $470 million in fees. So, yes, they're out $830 million. And that's not chicken feed. That's a lot of bread. But just so you can understand how these private equity firms work, that's one small company and in their portfolio. And in KKR's case, in Bain's case, they had already written down the investment to zero. And I was just looking at some of the other deals they did. And in KKR's case, they made 4.5 times their investment in Dollar General. In Bain's case, they did really well. They sold Michael's stores, made a fortune. Dollarama sold a fortune. Burlington Coat Factory sold a fortune. But now they are stuck with Guitar Center, and that's we'll see whether Guitar Center basically makes it or breaks it. But it's kind of intriguing when you do break down some of these numbers, because they sound like huge numbers at the beginning. And we'll see. Toys R Us is saying right now that they're not going to close any stores. They're going to try to basically pull this thing off in the context of, they get the holiday season coming up right now. 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at, when we talk about holiday season, we talk about selling. Apple bottom line still consolidating up at the 158.77 area. They come out with their announcement, hasn't done much yet. In Apple's case, what you have to watch out for big time is this gap that's laying below it. You get a 150 gap, and that's just laying in that gap. We'll see whether that baby wants to get hit. SKWS, one of their large suppliers, that's Skyworks Solutions, that's up 80 cents. That's trading at 108.39. That's not a bad setup, you know. I mean, it'll be interesting to see whether they can get into its high, because this is where Skyworks got smoked on the 9th of June, but that's when all those NASDAQ stocks got smoked, folks. The NASDAQ, no doubt, was what took, it was NVIDIA, actually, that took them down, and took them down pretty quick. Let's go actually look at NVIDIA, NVDA. So NVIDIA yesterday, NVDA right now is trading at 188.05. That one, yeah, that one. Well, that one topside yesterday and had some volume going topside. Inside the Dow Industrials, let's look at the strength versus the weakness out here today. Strength inside in the Dow Industrials. You have Goldman Sachs putting 12 positive points, American Express 8, J.P. Morgan 8, Verizon 7, Chevron 6. Taken away from it, United Health minus 26 points, GE 2, 3M 2. Let's go over to United Health and take a look at United Health. So United Health is down 393. Interesting. They sold that baby down, didn't they? Whoa. It's interesting now. Now watch this. They sold this down though with light volume. This is pretty amazing. This is quite a move actually. So 529,000 shares are going into 101.9 million. Now what this is saying is this. So picture this. What's happening here is that they're going to try to, bottom line, put through some kind of health plan. They have 12 days to do it. And let me just see if it's hitting all the hospital stocks. It definitely hit them. But looking at United Health is saying that, guess what? That thing's not going to fly, because that is just pulled back with dramatically lighter volume. And RV, one second. And that's just pulling back to where it has a lot of support. If we go look at Anthem, Anthem is ANTM. Okay, ANTM. Okay, it's down 350, 181. That's going after, yeah, that's going after high volume swing low anyway. That should have been tested, 179.56. This one's here a little different setup. So what does Anthem do? I think this is a software company. Provides health, dental, vision, pharmacy benefits, as well as life insurance, casualty insurance. Okay, so let's see. United Health, Cigna, that's an insurance company too. It's interesting when you put these. They get United Health grouped in with well, I guess it's an insurance company. Yeah, I guess it is. So Cigna is down 370. Let's go take a look at Cigna. That's trading down 374, 181.55. That's set up just like Anthem. Both of those are set up that they want higher price. Pull back 1.4 million. It's coming right into 2.2 million at 178. NDX 100. Let's take a look at the strength versus the weakness inside the NDX. Strength out here today is that you got Priceline is up $8. You got Google up 6. T-Mobile is up 3. You got Wynn Resorts up 3. Taken away from it, Tesla's down 10. That's a big number. O'Reilly Automotive down 7. NetEase off 5. Charter Communications down 4. Regeneron down 4. Amazon down 4. Let's go over and take a look at T-Mobile here. So T-Mobile right now, that's quite a move. 5% move for T-Mobile. $3.13. And yeah, so Sprint and T-Mobile said to hash out terms to bring the deal closer. You know, and what I had actually didn't remember about T-Mobile. T-Mobile is actually Deutsche Telekom, folks. That's who actually owns T-Mobile. So that is, I suspect, something that they do want to get put together, because Deutsche Telekom is a monster, and they will go in for a much longer time frame than a lot of other investors. O'Reilly Automotive, let's go take a look at O'Reilly. Tesla first, actually. We'll go to Tesla, see what's happening with Tesla. Yeah, that's down $10. That's no big deal. 374. That's pulling back with light volume. ORL, O'Reilly Automotive. Whoops. No. Thank you. AZ. Oh, yeah, no, AZO. I'll pull that one up first. Yeah, AutoZone. AutoZone's getting smoked. That's down $28. Bottom line between, AutoZone, I believe they come out with numbers. And the numbers weren't bad, but guess what? They got Amazon on their tail. And once these retail places, they'll be getting deliveries the same day, folks. And the price is going to be right in front of everyone. So competition-wise, prices are coming down. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back.
Tom O'Brien has just announced that he'll be coming to Boston September 30th for a free workshop, The Art of Timing the Trade. Join Tom O'Brien Saturday morning, September 30th at the Boston Marriott in Burlington, Massachusetts, as he breaks down his trading methodology and provides you with the tools to become a more successful and profitable trader. Everyone that attends in person will receive a free signed copy of Tom's best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System. Daryl Martin from Apex Investing Institute will also be presenting for 90 minutes at this free event.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. Join me in Boston on September 30th as I return to my hometown for a workshop about the art of timing the trade. I look forward to seeing all the tigers and tigresses for this special free event.
All action starts early at 7:30 a.m. with a continental breakfast and wraps up at about 1 p.m. Topics that Tom will be covering during his presentation include quality volume, cause and effect, ABC structures, swing points, and much, much more. For all the information on this free Boston event taking place Saturday, September 30th, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
If you're looking to open your portfolio to a world of opportunity, consider the new market-safe emerging currency CD from Everbank. This 3-year U.S. dollar-denominated CD gives you exposure to 5 equally weighted currencies from Brazil, China, India, Indonesia, and Turkey at a time when experts see great potential for global growth. Even better, it features a 7.0 leverage factor, which means you could earn a potential market upside payment of 7 times the CD's performance at maturity with no cap if the currencies increase in value over the CD's term. And should the opposite occur, your principal is 100% protected. Keep in mind, returns are based on CD performance. There is no annual percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on this index CD. Don't miss out. The September 28th funding deadline will be here before you know it. So call 1-855-750-4051 or visit everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures. This advertisement is sponsored content. Everbank is a division of TIAA, FSB, member FDIC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. So we were just talking about AutoZone, and our man, Mr. Dave White, was saying that, yeah, there's huge margins at, retail stores. Well, let me tell you something, man. Amazon is going to eat these guys alive. I just brought up, if you happen to be watching Tiger TV, I brought up their financials, and it is a monster. They have a margin, folks, of 52.7%, I believe, on this. Yeah, 52.7%. It's pretty amazing. That's in 2016. So at their auto parts stores, they sold 10 million 260. That might be even billion. I got it. Okay. I can't. But I'm gonna stick with it at millions at this point. 831. Yeah, it's probably more. I'm sure it's more than that. But bottom line, here it goes. 10.261. Their profit on that, their gross profit was 5.608. Pretty amazing. So, bottom line, when you get Amazon into their business, which they are into their business right now, I suspect they're going to, just basically gnaw at them. I suspect is going to be the part here is going to be the education of all the auto parts stores. That bottom line, make it easy for them to, hit a couple buttons. Okay, everything gets delivered because, big service places too. What ends up happening, folks, is that you bring a car in, you get it serviced. These places, they deliver right to the service, all of the above. Right now, this is offer highs of $819. And this looks like next stop is $378. You're at $535, and then 166 is wide open, and 166 is where it started from in March of '09. That's pretty intense, man. That is really intense. MDX. I want to go over to O'Reilly and just look at O'Reilly for a second. I'm sure they're more than likely running the same deal. So O'Reilly, the low for the year right now is 169. The high is 286. Take a look at this. Their numbers, yep, same deal. Check it out. Yeah, huge numbers. They might even get more. Let me just look at this. So O'Reilly was at 52. No, AutoZone was at 52. These guys are at, that's 52 gross margin. Well, same thing, 52.4. Yeah, the other. So AutoZone was 52.7. This is 52.4. Bottom line, yeah. You go into a business like that. Amazon will rip them apart. So O'Reilly already has a high volume low from last month at 169. So 169 is going to get hit. Man, this is amazing. 66 bucks is the number. And if we take a look at this, O'Reilly has a 6.6% short position right now. It's going to be pretty wild watching that whole thing shake out. And they take in, that's going to be in the billions. I know when I just said that, of course it's going to be in the billions. Let me just say this. Yeah, $9 billion. So $9 billion, and their gross profits were like 5-point-something billion. Pretty amazing, absolutely amazing. Let's go over and take a look at the euro. So tomorrow, 2 o'clock, you're going to have the Fed come out with the statement. Euro right now is trading at 119 to $1 US. It's the highs of the consolidation. Well, yeah, we haven't really in this consolidation since the August 2nd. August 2nd, we're at 119.10, and we'll see whether it can handle these highs, or in fact, it's going to come back down to the lower end of the consolidation, which would be 116. The silver market. Let's go take a look at silver. Silver got smashed yesterday. It's up 1% today. And silver is up with 66,000 contracts. It's going to need a lot more than that because we came down yesterday. It came down pretty hard. We came down with 86,000. The cool thing with silver is that it did get back inside $17.10. I think it went to $17.11 yesterday. Yeah, $17.11 yesterday. So it never got into that very low. We'll see how it's going to retest. What you don't, well, let me see, SLV. We pull up the SLV. We take a look at the SLV. Yeah, the volume's way too light in this bounce. So the SLV, which is the ETF for silver, that came down yesterday. It came down with 11.5 million. You're going into 12.3. That's still too much volume. This thing's going to test its lows once again, I suspect. Amazon. Let's go to take a look at Amazon. So Amazon's down 430, trading 969. And what's wide open for Amazon is that high volume low of 927. Google, we go take a look at Google. Google catching a bid with no volume. So Google still wants to get a lower price. Google's up 675. You're at 921. And the bottom of this consolidation is 894. Facebook, take a look at Facebook. Facebook is up 220. And Facebook does look like it wants to basically test this high. Facebook hasn't got under this 167 area. It was under for all of a few hours on the 29th of August. But that's when it gapped higher. Looks like that 175 wants to get hit once again. Let's go take a look at some of these potash stocks. You have POT, Potash Corporation of Saskatchewan. That is up 16 cents. That's trading $19.35. And these, this is where this thing took off on the 28th of August. It was trading 17 bucks. Now you're at 19.35. Let's put this on a monthly. Yeah, so you're back inside. It's going to need a lot more volume, but this is saying that this thing can run to like $29. Has to take out the $20 level first, but, you know, what you've done here, this is pretty wild, actually. So we came all the way back to 2008. If you want to see something really crazy, so check this out. 2007, let me pull it back just another 5 years. Okay, 2008, June of 2008, stocks trading at 80 bucks. The crash, it comes down to $15.84. December of 08, does a huge counter-trend bounce and goes up to $63 in 2011. Now, it takes from February of 2011 to January of 2016 to get back to the 1464 level. And the 1464 was testing the lows, which was the high volume low of 08. It rejected it, and we've been consolidating then, since. And the consolidation has been a 33% consolidation. You know, the low of that is 1465. The top of it right now is $20.26. You know, we'll see what type of cause, how much more cause that this baby has going to have to build up. Because we, you know, this run right here was a pretty good run. If you pull back and you pull back with light volume, bottom line, start building some cause, that is going to build a larger base so that it actually can go after a few more higher swing points. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials up 45. NASDAQ is up 8. S&Ps are up 3. We're going to be right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen, live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den, absolutely free, for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien. Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now 42, Nasdaq's up 7, S&Ps are up 2.5. So check this out. This story just came across the Bloomberg. This is pretty wild. We started out talking about the Toys R Us and how it went BK, but this story is about after sustaining a crushing debt load for more than a decade following its 2005 buyout, and that 2005 buyout was the buyout from KKR and Bain. It succumbed to what is called the dangerous game of dominoes that toppled it in the matter of days. So if you want to see how fast markets can change, folks, check this out. So markets had reflected little doubt over the summer that a deal to rescue the toy merchant would get done before the critical holiday shopping season, as Toys R Us had negotiated to restructure $400 million of borrowing due next year. But while creditors held out for a sweetened offer, this is where it's like chicken. It's like whoever's on the other side of that, I'm sure right now they're saying, oh, I should have took the deal. So while they were renegotiating $400 million in borrowings, creditors held out for a sweetened offer. People with knowledge of the matter said the company started preparing for a Chapter 11 filing. That kicked off a chain of events that show how quickly a retailer can buckle when key suppliers and creditors get spooked. The speed of their downfall was reflected in the debt markets, where Toys R Us bonds that traded. So check this out. This is how wild the debt market is right now, folks. So you have a company that people know has a huge debt load, is lucky if they're going to make it, but yet we're on September 19th, I believe, right? September 19th, okay? On September 1st, now these are all junk bonds. September 1st, their bonds were trading at par. And what that means, folks, is that a $100 bond is $100, okay? Plus you're going to pay the interest. So September 1st, it's at par. Guess what? They plunged this week to 18 cents on the dollar. To get insurance, of course, what ends up happening in the bond market, you can buy insurance. The upfront cost to insure $10 million of debt against a default skyrocketed from $300,000 on September 5th to $2.5 million at the end of last week. And then last night, before they filed, no, what was today? Today's Tuesday, yeah. Yeah, last night before they filed, on Monday, the eve of the bankruptcy, it was $7.7 million. Look at that spread, man. That is a mind blower. That is absolutely unbelievable. It goes on to say it's not as if the creditors weren't well aware of the troubles. The New Jersey-based company had operated for more than a decade with a debt load that totals $5 billion and cost around $400 million a year to sustain. But now cash has run short, and the company has fallen behind competitors without the ability to invest in the business and in the future. What ensued in the eyes of some creditors was a game of chicken, with the prospect of bankruptcy if the company and debt holders failed to reach an agreement, according to the people familiar with the negotiations. To investors, it looked like the company was trying to win concessions such as maturity extensions, according to the people who asked not to be identified because talks were confidential. Falling bond prices added pressure to negotiate rather than see the value of their holdings evaporate, the people said. Creditors, in turn, demanded more of a stake in exchange for agreeing to take losses on their holdings and keep the company out of court. Those talks went nowhere, and on top of that, the news of the potential court filing leaked on September 6th on CNBC. That spooked the suppliers, who have some of the weakest claims in bankruptcy court, and set off what was called the dangerous game of dominoes. Within a week, 40% of the vendors were refusing to ship toys and other products without immediate cash, and in some cases, payment of all outstanding obligations. By the third week of August, it was apparent that the odds were heavily stacked against the company. It shifted its preparations to a Chapter 11 filing. The timing was rushed to avoid to have to announce its failure to revise the 2018 notes in the September earnings statement. And the company would probably have to include a warning that its survival was in doubt. Oh, I see. So Toys R Us also, let's just see, TOY. Let's see when they were supposed to come out with their numbers, if it's still here. Oh, no, interesting. So it's actually a private company. Pretty wild, though. There's a chicken playing chicken, and bottom line now, you're talking about a wipeout. Pretty wild. Let's go take a look at the GDX. So the GDX out here is the gold miners, Vector's Gold Miners Trust. The low for the year out here is $18.58. The high is 28. You're trading at 23.88. Yeah, and this is, it looks to me like these equities aren't finished going down yet. So what we have is this. You have your breakout area, $23.53. We hit 23.59 yesterday. You did it with 48 million versus 83. So that came down. I like how that came down. What I don't like right now is that now what you did is that you bounced today with 15 million. You're down yesterday with 48. It's like when you're a bull in the market, you don't want to see that happening. And our man Dano, he's long the dust. Okay, and we'll go over that. So you're in good shape, because this is saying that bottom line that this still wants lower price. I expect you're going to see that 23.56 hit, and you very well could get down to like 23.06. 23.06 is the highs of the 26th of July. If we go look at the dust is the direction, 300% bear position of the New York Arca Index, same as the GDX. The low here is 19, the high is 72. These are daily investment vehicles. And this thing's backing down with light volume. This thing looks like it's, this thing can get to $24.80 pretty quickly. It got into the 22.64. You're trading 23.17. You can see you go top side yesterday with 8.2 million. You're backing down with 5.4. Let's go inside the GDX. So ABX is the largest weighting structure. Oh, no, this is getting interesting. So Barrick Gold went down to 1670 today, did reject price. So this is a decent indication that Barrick, basically is making a bottom here. Let's go take a look at Newmont. And Barrick is the largest weighting structure. Yeah, see, Newmont's higher with light volume. Newmont wants to go back down into the 37.41. You're at 38. Let's go look at Franco-Nevada. And Franco-Nevada, folks, is one of the best indications of where the gold price is actually going. This, by the way, Franco-Nevada hit all-time highs a week and a half ago. So it's pretty cool in the context of gold is not at all-time highs. This equity is at all-time highs, and it just shows that inside the banking structure, the royalty structure inside the gold market, basically there's some good money. Franco-Nevada also up 95 cents, not enough juice in it. Franco-Nevada looks like it wants to come back to $79 also. Royal Gold, we'll take a look at Royal, see how that's set up. That's another. Royal is up $1.08. Royal's not bad. Yeah, Royal's not bad. You get a yin and a yang. Just keep that Stop close, Dano. That's the bottom line. 877-927-6648. Dow Industrials are up 42. NASDAQ is up 6. S&Ps are up 2.5. We'll be right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go over to McEwen Mining. McEwen Mining, folks, down 21 cents, trading 222. And what that's all about, that gap lower this morning, that's all about McEwen Mining says that they're doing a secondary. Its underwriters agreed to buy a bought deal, underwritten 18 million shares, and warrants up to 9 million shares at $225 apiece. So bottom line is that I'll get Rob McEwen on too. I suspect what well, let's see what they're saying. I know that they announced last week that they were buying a property, and it was Black Fox, I believe. Let me just see this. Wheaton, Black Fox. Yeah, I'll have the full rundown in the next hour, but I believe that's what that's all about, because I know they made a deal. They're moving forward on the aspect of there it is right there. McEwen buys the Black Fox. That was on August 30th. That's what's going on there. So if we do take a look at MUX right now had a low of 213 today. You're at 220, and you know this pretty amazing because where the strength is 211, and it's held 211. You hold 211, man, that thing's wants higher price. And what does happen is that when you do a secondary, there's no doubt, and that it'll go down to the price that it's doing, that the secondary is at. In this case, it's 225, but then you get to bring in the warrants, which makes it lower. It went to 213, you're at 220, bottom line. That's a dilution of shares. There's no doubt about that. But what that is simultaneously is a dilution of shares with cash that's coming in. It's not like it's just not like they're gone. You have the cash now versus the shares. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming back with some numbers. We got Federal Express coming out 4:15. It's going to be intriguing, of course, see what they say about the holiday season, see how they're ramping up in order to get into this holiday season. Going to be right back, folks.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Marty in Worcester. Hey, Marty, what's going on?
Hi, Mr. O'Brien. How are you?
I'm doing great. How you been, man?
Not bad. You know, you guys, over the time and with a few of your courses and seminars, you know, you taught me how to fish.
That's a beautiful thing, brother.
Yeah, it's true. And so what happens is I still listen all the time, and to not only you, but some of the others.
Sure.
To, you know, get an idea where the fish might be biting. As far as your services, they're a bargain. When you compare them to a certain prominent man with real estate courses at $35,000 and no contact with the lecturers afterwards at all, and you think of what you guys do for a few hundred, and you can get access and ask questions forever, you know, it's a great deal.
No, we appreciate you growling proud with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. September 19th, man. Let's make it a great night, a great week. Be truthful with yourself. When you're truthful with yourself, you start to see everything as it is, not the way you wanted to see it. The wounds of your emotional body are covered by the denial system. When you look at the wounds with the eyes of truth, you can finally heal those wounds. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials close up 39, all-time high. S&P's up $1.50. NASDAQ up $6, 64.61. Gold contract up $3.70, trading at $13.14 an ounce. You had silver up 19 cents, $17.35 an ounce. Platinum down $6.50 at $9.59 an ounce. Copper market out here flat, $2.97 a pound. Light sweet crude down 54 cents, $50, 1 cent a barrel. We're gonna have the API numbers out at 4:30, folks. We'll see where the oil contract wants to trade to. 10-year note. 10-year note down 4 ticks, 125.31. 30-year bond down 8, 154.03. what we still have out here, you get the 10-year yielding 2.2% right now. And if we take a look at the Fed Fund futures rate as to what the probability of the rate hikes are and when they will be, as of tomorrow, it's just about 0. November 1st would be the next Federal Reserve meeting, 1.4%. The December 13th meeting, the Fed Fund futures implied probability that the short-term rate would go up 25 basis points is 53%. So bottom line is that, you know, December right now is on the table. That being said, those numbers move around. They move around real quickly, folks. If we do go take a look at that 10-year bond, what you're going to see, you did 1 million contracts. You're down 4 ticks. That is, there's no sellers. You know, every time I look at this bottom line, this still wants higher price. Let's go to the TLT and take a look at it, because the TLT, you don't have to string the contracts together. So the TLT is the 20-year bond fund, Treasury, it's the iShare 20-plus year bond ETFs, Treasury ETF. That came down to 5.5 million shares, and you're going into 9.3. Yeah, the bottom line, this still wants higher price. It's pretty amazing, because what this also did is that when we got to when we overtook the high of June 26, which is 128.57, we overtook that with 13.6 million shares versus 5.5. Now you're backing into where it decided to go topside from. You're doing it with lighter volume. Excuse me, folks. That is saying that in that context, you are going to be going higher in bonds once again. Now, what's going to be intriguing about that is that you have the 2 o'clock statement by the Federal Reserve tomorrow. If, in fact, in order for bonds to go higher, they'd have to be basically saying that, guess what, we're still not going to go up, okay? It's not going to be, it wouldn't be a hardcore interest rate environment, something that would be basically, you know, very timid. So we'll see where that shakes out. Now, that being said, let's go over, because here's the divergence. Let's go over to the U.S. dollar. Because the U.S. dollar, you know, we're down 234 ticks. You're trading at a price point of 91.590. You're backing into the low of last Friday, and you're doing it with dramatically lighter volume. So where the divergence there is that that's saying that that wants higher price. If we go into the gold market, when I look at the gold market, I don't think the gold market's done going down yet either. So there's some divergence. So it's going to get interesting, like exactly what is going to be said tomorrow. And guess what? We've seen it before on Fed Day. You can get the move both ways. And, you know, we'll see by the end of the day who's going to win out. The Fed in the gold contract, we traded to 13.08 today. You had light volume. You trade into the breakout area. We did 267,000 versus 297. You know, when we do look at many of these gold and silver equities, however, what we did do is that yesterday you come down with volume, today you got up with lighter volume. That's telling me that we're not done on the way down just yet. Now, I like how they're setting up, but it's telling me that we're not done just yet. Let's take a look at some of the higher volume stocks in this market. Well, first off, let's take a look at the market, because I believe we had a low volume market once again. You did 809 million on the NYSE. That's low volume, no doubt. We take a look at the NASDAQ composite. Inside the composite, we did 1.7 versus 1.8, and that also is low volume. The composite itself, I believe, closed at an all-time high. Let's see, 64.61. Yeah, it did. It definitely closed at an all-time high. NDX 100, a little bit different. NDX 100, bottom line was up $9, but the all-time high inside the NDX 100 is 6,009, I believe. Yeah, 6,012. That was yesterday. 6,012.954. Some of the higher volume stocks in this market, even though it's a low volume market, what you had out here. Let's put the S&P back up. Okay. So you had Bank of America up 16 cents. Ma Bell was up 79. There was action inside the phone companies today. They're talking about the aspect of Sprint and T-Mobile getting together once again. That was pushing these phone companies around. You had Verizon up $1.25. General Electric was down 26 cents. You had Citigroup up 55. Banks are running out here. NVIDIA was flat, 187.35. NVIDIA, that's what took the composite up yesterday. General Motors up 11. Facebook up 251. Let's go to Facebook. Facebook looks like once again it's going to hit that high. Yeah, you finished at its high in Facebook. Facebook wants to hit this 175.49. Right now you're at 172.52. You stay right there, folks. We got our man, Mr. Andy Heck, coming up next. And this is, don't forget, every Tuesday, Thursday, and he's got a great show. And he's coming up with his 400th show. It's a beautiful thing, folks. Time. Yesterday's gone. Tomorrow's not here. What are you doing right now? We're going to be right back, folks.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials finished up 39. NASDAQ up 6. S&P's up $1.50. FedEx just come out with numbers. FedEx closed at 216. That's trading at 208. And the estimate, the first quarter estimate, they were looking at an estimate of $15.3 billion. They took in $15.3. Bottom line, the market is not really satisfied with what FedEx did. Now, let's go over to our man, Mr. Andy Hecht, as we do every Tuesday and Thursday. Don't forget, folks, Andy's got a great show right here at TFNN every Tuesday, Thursday, 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. I want to congratulate our man, Mr. Andy Hecht. Today is his 400th show. Time is just something that you never can stop, folks. Pretty amazing, though, 400 shows under his belt. And as you come over to our website at TFNN, you're going to see right on the front page, gain free access to lesson 1 of Andy's 12 essential lessons for trading commodities. Now, Andy did this amazing show, this course. The course, folks, was $595. Great course. What the course is all about is understanding the commodity market upside down. When I say upside down, you know, Andy's been in this market for a long period of time. In the next year, you know, every month, he's going to do a part of this course for his subscribers. This month was commodity markets and demographics. Next month, October, is market breakdown, physical versus derivatives. Following month, overview of market structure. December, backwardation and contango. January, term structure. February, processing spreads. March, location spreads. April, intercommodity spreads. May, quality spreads. June, technical indicators. July, option data. And August, ETN and ETF products. Now, what's so cool about this is the aspect is that you can't learn these things overnight. The cool thing is what you have here is that it's spread out. You're going to have plenty of time to digest it. If you'd like to be a piece of this, all you have to do is come over to our website at TFNN. You can test drive either his Daily Essentials newsletter, which is a daily, or his Technomento Commodity Report. Check it out on the front page of TFNN. It's a great value, folks. You get an education that you just can't get anywhere. Andy Hecht, congratulations, man.
Oh, thank you, Tom. So 400, you know, it's amazing.
It's a lot.
It's amazing how fast time goes.
It really is, man.
It really is. I mean, so I do a bi-weekly show, so it's kind of like 4 years or so.
Okay.
Coming up on 4 years.
Yeah.
And, you know, when we first discussed me doing a show here on TFNN, my biggest fear was that I wouldn't be able to fill up the hour.
I know. Hey, listen, I remember the day I said to Tommy, you know, I say, this guy wants a show, let's call him up. I remember sitting there and I picked up the phone.
Yeah. And you know what? I mean, it's so funny because now when I do the show, it's kind of like I don't have enough minutes in the hour to get it all out. But, you know, I definitely appreciate the opportunity to be here on TFNN. And
well, we appreciated all the great education. Because, you know, when I was just going over your course there, what is really cool, Andy, right, is that it does take a longer period of time to understand all that stuff. I mean, how many times have I asked you the same question? And I'm in the market. You know what I mean?
It's tough. Listen, I started in these commodity markets as a kid back in 1976, so it's like 41 years already.
Yeah.
And it took me a long time to learn the lessons that I tried to put into 12 hours of instruction.
Sure.
And anyone who signs up for it, and I really hope that we do get some good action from our listeners out there, because I think it's a really valuable course for them. You know, can feel free with questions to just email me at andy@tfnn.com.
Sweet.
As they go through the course.
That's awesome, man. Just like an instructor. Yeah.
Exactly.
No doubt.
So I mean, it's definitely worthwhile, and the newsletters are great. The Technomento Commodity Report, that's my weekly newsletter. You know, I give an up, down, or a sideways call on each of the 30 commodities that trade on the futures exchanges and in the ETF and ETN markets each week. That report's like 45 pages each week. So chock full of fundamental and technical information. I use the fundamentals to give me the price direction and the technicals for entry and exit points. And the daily essential equities report is really geared for equities, but I heavily concentrate on the ETF and ETN structures,
which is
to look
great
for shorter term opportunities in the markets. We just had a nice winner in the coffee market. We bought it. We bought the coffee ETN down at lower levels. Coffee rallied. We sold it out, and today coffee's back down 5 cents. So maybe we'll take another dip in that water at a level in the future. But there's always lots of opportunities.
No doubt. So the way you do this, folks, you just come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see it right on the very front. It's in the top of the carousel. top of the carousel. Bottom line, test drive one of his newsletters. You're going to get the whole course right then and there. Well, you're going to get September's, and every month, of course, you're going to get the next one. So what are we going to look at?
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
With the dollar, where's the bounce?
I know, man. Seriously. Listen, right now, what I'm looking at, this is a major divergence, and I guess it's going to get straightened out, tomorrow. I suspect tomorrow, and because where my head's at, Andy, it looks like the bonds still want higher. So if the bonds want higher, gold should be going higher and the dollar should be going down. But it doesn't look to me like gold's done going down yet. So it's like, okay, man.
Well, you know what? I'll tell you something. Coming into tomorrow's Fed report, I got a pretty strong feeling that they're going to do absolutely nothing. And they're going to push balance sheet normalization back because I think they're a little spooked by the economic data that's coming out in the wake of these hurricane storms.
It would make sense. I mean, Texas and Florida are two of the largest states in the country. So
yeah, huge states, and it's definitely going to weigh on the figures. And you know that Yellen and company, they always like to say they want to wait for more data to come in. Right. And they're going to want to wait for more data until probably December. So I think we're going to have a dovish statement tomorrow. I think I really do. I can't see them boosting rates by 25 points. I don't think many people do think that's coming, but I also don't see them leaning on this QT or the quantitative tightening, which is the balance sheet normalization.
Right. And I guess inside that statement, folks, if they do have inside that statement that they got to wait for more data again, the market's just going to laugh because it's like they've been waiting for data for years.
The market's going to laugh. The stocks are going to rally. The bonds are going to rally. I think you'll see the dollar go to a
everything
new
will probably
low,
rally. No, I know.
And gold and silver will go higher.
Right. Right.
That's kind of what I'm counting on for tomorrow's report, but we'll find out, One thing, Alan Greenspan once said that the best thing is, that the Fed can do at their FOMC meetings is to always keep the market guessing, and they certainly are keeping the market guessing.
They've managed to do that. Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
They are. So today, I guess the big news was the speech before the United Nations, all fury and fire. And the markets don't pay any attention to that stuff either.
No, not at all. What's interesting, though? You know what? I sent you this article, too. I saw this article about copper. And let's see if I can find this thing. Okay, so, and what it's about, folks, is that, you always talk about, China, bottom line, that's where a lot of this copper goes. Yeah. Well, the storage capacities, folks, across the world, the largest storage capacity, 1/3 of it is in South Korea. Mm-hmm. And when these banks deal with it, which the banks are getting worried now, and they're getting a premium. If in fact, like when you were on the trading desk, if you're going to basically be using their copper in South Korea, if that's the collateral, you're going to have to pay up for it.
That's right. That's right. Aluminum, too.
Right. Stay right there, folks. Andy and I are coming right back.
If you're looking to open your portfolio to a world of opportunity, consider the new market-safe emerging currency CD from EverBank. This 3-year U.S. dollar-denominated CD gives you exposure to 5 equally weighted currencies from Brazil, China, India, Indonesia, and Turkey at a time when experts see great potential for global growth. Even better, it features a 7.0 leverage factor, which means you could earn a potential market upside payment of 7 times the CD's performance at maturity with no cap if the currencies increase in value over the CD's term. And should the opposite occur, your principal is 100% protected. Keep in mind, returns are based on CD performance. There is no annual percentage yield or periodic rate of interest on this index CD. Don't miss out. The September 28th funding deadline will be here before you know it. So call 1-855-750-4051 or visit everbank.com/TFNN for the CD's term sheet and other important product details and disclosures. This advertisement is sponsored content. EverBank is a division of TIAA, FSB, member, FDIC.
Tom O'Brien has just announced that he'll be coming to Boston September 30th for a free workshop, The Art of Timing the Trade. Join Tom O'Brien Saturday morning, September 30th at the Boston Marriott in Burlington, Massachusetts, as he breaks down his trading methodology and provides you with the tools to become a more successful and profitable trader. Everyone that attends in person will receive a free signed copy of Tom's best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System. Daryl Martin from Apex Investing Institute will also be presenting for 90 minutes at this free event.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. Join me in Boston on September 30th as I return to my hometown for a workshop about the art of timing the trade. I look forward to seeing all the tigers and tigresses for this special free event.
All action starts early at 7:30 a.m. with a continental breakfast and wraps up at about 1 p.m. Topics that Tom will be covering during his presentation include quality volume, cause and effect, ABC structures, swing points, and much, much more. For all the information on this free Boston event taking place Saturday, September 30th, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We're talking with our man, Mr. Andy Hecht. We are talking commodities. And, of course, don't forget, Andy's got a great show every Tuesday, Thursday, 5 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. Get the show right on your cell phone, folks. And remember that you can get all the programming of TFNN right on your cell phone. Just go to TFNN.com, hit Tiger TV. So, yeah, I get the chart up. I just sent you that chart, too, Andy, on the Bloomberg. And what it had, what the story's about is that I guess, like, if you were basically trading copper, they keep so much copper in South Korea because of the China market. And if you're using that as collateral coming in, they're basically getting a few more dollars because they're getting a little worried now.
A little war premium, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you know, copper, listen, we're talking in the den here also during the break about copper and stock manipulation, which is nothing new. And LME, London Metal Exchange inventories of copper recently have gone from about under 210,000 tons up to almost 310,000 tons as the price has come down. And, you know, the copper price definitely took the stairs up and the elevator down. But what we have to remember about the LME, that exchange is now owned by China. So stock manipulation is nothing new.
That's pretty wild. Okay, cool. Yeah,
stock manipulation is nothing new in the base metals, but now with the Chinese owning the exchange, it's I would imagine it's prevalent.
Yeah, right.
So, like I said, stairs up. We slowly marched higher, and we took the elevator from 318 down to 293. I still think copper looks good. It's got to stay above the 282 level, the level from which it broke up. This is another opportunity perhaps to get in. We've also seen a decline in the price of iron ore today, but the Baltic Dry Index has made a new high. So a lot of conflicting signals here in the markets, a lot of volatility ahead. But, Tom, I think a lot of things really depend on the Fed tomorrow.
Yes.
And we also have to remember that whether they say it or not, the Fed likes to say that they're an apolitical body, but the president is very happy with where the stock market is. He mentions it at every possibility. And keeping Janet Yellen, I think while the stock market stays up, and if she keeps rates low, might not turn out to be too out of the question here.
She might have a job, right? Yeah.
She might have another term if he perceives her dovish positioning to be supportive to the price of stocks, which is the supportive
supportive of the price of real estate. Think about that.
Yes,
forget
real estate, stocks, everything.
He's
low
not
interest
in the real
rates,
estate. I mean, he's in the real estate market. And I can see the stock market because if everyone's happy, everyone's happy. That's the pocketbook issue. issue. There's no doubt about that, right?
Well, the election, the re-election, or the perception of performance is often tied to the stock market. But you're right about the real estate. I mean, that's the personal pocketbook.
Sure. Yeah.
So, she could have a chance. And, listen, I don't think it would be out of character or political at all for her to say tomorrow when they're questioning her, we want to see more data. Texas, real big problems financially. Florida, issues after Irma. Another hurricane coming. We don't want to choke the economy by raising rates, and we want to push this balance sheet normalization back a little bit here. The only thing that they really have going for them in terms of doing something is the dollar is so low that doing something might give it a bounce here. But this thing has no upside momentum in it at all.
Yeah, and as we're talking hurricanes, folks, it is. I can actually see that, and I can actually see them saying that, hey, listen, forget the last two that we have. Maria is coming right at the U.S. Virgin Islands again, and you don't know what's going to happen. And it's right now, folks, as we stand here, it's 160-mile-an-hour winds.
It's a Cat 4, right?
Cat 4 going on to a Cat 5. Yeah,
that's unbelievable, and so that could hit the East Coast, and the East Coast is very populated.
I'll put the picture up. Right, this is as of. I'm so used to watching these pictures now. This is as of 2 o'clock. So the next one comes out at 5 o'clock. Right when you get on. And the way that's set up there, it doesn't look great, man.
Where does it look like it's heading for?
It's right at the islands right now. It's heading right now for the, it already hit Dominica. It's heading for the Virgin Islands, our Virgin Islands, U.S. Virgin Islands. It's heading for Cuba. Not Cuba, Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah. So it's.
And then if it turns north, it could hit the East Coast.
That's right. And that whole thing about turning north, folks, is always a trip because, like, what happened in Tampa, St. Pete area, our area right here, I always kept saying, okay, so you get these high pressure areas that can push it, and that's what it does. And in our case, with Irma, we were lucky that it pushed it 20 miles before they pushed it 20 miles before they thought it was going to push it. That's the bottom line. So we only got wind gust. We got a lot of tree damage and fence damage, but I've been in 2 good hurricanes. I was in Katrina and I was in Bob. We did not get sustained winds. We did not get inside.
You didn't get the stuff that rips the roof off.
No, me, Tommy, and Caitlin, when they were young, we were underneath our kitchen table in Cape Cod for 2.5 hours. That a railroad train's coming through your house, right? That we did not get that. You could hear a gust coming down the street, take a few trees down, and literally it swings. You can see it swirl.
Yes.
But this one here, bottom line, it's a beauty right now. So, hey, maybe they just say, hey, listen, we don't even know what's going to happen with this one. We're going to hold on.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's very possible. Meanwhile, in other markets, Tom, platinum is back at the all-time low against gold.
Unreal. I know.
$361 per ounce discount to gold. That's the all-time low from last year. We're right there again. It's trading at only under a $50 premium to palladium.
Well, maybe the U.S. Mint, maybe the U.S. Mint will basically has just rung the bell on palladium because I just had our man Jim from Minneapolis send me this morning. The U.S. Mint just came out with all these palladium coins.
You see that?
Yeah.
Oh, meanwhile, I think the numbers are out on oil. Do you see them?
Let's get them. Okay, so
that's always going to be important.
Yeah. Let's oil. Here we go. Okay, so this is the API. Let's see what we got here.
Let's put a crude oil chart up here. Straddling 50.
Okay, so first number. This always takes a few minutes. Plus crude stocks plus 1.44 million barrels last week. Small. Yeah, and then it'll take a few more minutes for the rest of these.
Yeah, for the gasoline and
for the distilled to come out.
Yeah.
But.
Absolutely. Let's take a look. So oil's got a lot going for it, in my opinion. The
just
spreads
bumped it up a little. Yeah, it just bumped it up a little.
Spreads have been tightening. Contango has come down from $1.65 at the beginning of the month down to like 40 cents on the one-year spreads out of December. And the Brent spreads have gone into a backwardation, meaning that 2018 prices are actually lower than 2017 prices.
Wow. Hey, stay right there, folks. Andy and I are coming right back. We'll get the rest of those oil numbers for you. And don't forget, folks, it's Andy's 400 show coming up 5 to 6. He also has the special that's going on right on the front page of TFNN. You want to understand these markets upside down, folks? Check it out, front page of TFNN. Coming right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. We're talking with our man, Mr. Andy Hecht. We are talking commodities, and we're talking the Fed tomorrow, and we're talking hurricanes, and we're talking Maria. And Maria, folks, this is pretty intense. Andy, I just pulled this up, so this just came across. Puerto Rico, this is not good. So 2 weeks ago, Puerto Rico was spared a devastating hit when Irma ripped through the Caribbean. This time, it may not be as lucky. The bankrupt island, which did have $1 billion in damage, and thousands are still without power, faces a much larger deal this time. This is from the governor. If you're in a flood zone or in a wood house, your life's in danger. There never has been an event like this in our history the last 100 years.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
So it's not good, folks. That's
serious. I see the president also declared an emergency situation there, and is calling out the National Guard and everything. So, send white light out to Puerto Rico.
Big
It's going to be
time,
ugly.
Man. That's intense.
Gonna be
one
real
after the other. So
Yeah.
Maria became so it's a Category 5 right now. Became
Wow.
a Category 5, maximum winds 160 miles an hour. The island's anticipating 12 to 18 inches of rain, with 25 inches in certain areas. The island's convention center right now sheltering people with bedretting with special needs. No matter what happens in the next 36 hours, he's saying that Puerto Rico will survive. Man, oh man, unbelievable.
Wow, unbelievable. And Mexico got hit with a big earthquake today.
I know, man, I know. It's crazy,
Unbelievable.
man.
Yeah,
Mother
yeah.
Nature is unleashing right now in a big way.
She is. She
And, you know,
certainly
as
is.
one of the tigers in the den were just saying that, you know, the market has supported the aspect of these because you have to rebuild, folks, and that keeps everyone busy, you know, unless, bottom line, this keeps going. Because there's no doubt, like, there's places in Florida that I've seen that got hurt, you know, by Charlie, and they're gorgeous now because they were rebuilt, and they're rebuilt correctly, too, so.
Right. Absolutely. I mean, there is an economic boom that comes after the economic bust.
Yeah, no doubt.
But I do think Yellen and company they're gonna wait and see.
Yeah.
They're gonna wait and see, and I'm not sure that the market totally expects that. I don't know what the market expects anymore. I think the market expects the Dow to make a new record high.
Well, that's right. Listen, the market shops every single day at Sherwin-Williams, and they only know green paint. That's my new number.
That's it. That's for sure. That's for sure. And these commodities, they're, you know, watch the dollar, folks. That's what's going to dictate the path of least resistance here.
Yeah. Well, listen, congratulations once again. 400 show. I'll let you go. I know you're going to be on 15 minutes, and that comes very quickly, man.
Certainly does. Have a great day.
Hey, and Las Vegas, though, you start getting a turn in the weather again, too, right?
Oh, it's beautiful here.
Yeah.
70s, 80s.
Wow.
You know,
okay, cool.
Perfect. No more 100-degree heat.
Okay, man. Awesome.
All right.
Have a
Thanks,
great one.
Tom.
Have a safe one, Andy. Thank you. Let's go over and take a look at the FedEx out here. So FedEx, folks, so let's see what they have to be saying here. So FedEx just come out with numbers. FedEx cuts profit outlook on $300 million blow from a cyber attack. Oh, that's interesting. So we'll see what that's all about. The FedEx closed at $216. Right now, it's trading at $211, which is not the end of the world. It's going to be interesting if they blame all this on a cyber attack. Let's see what they say. FedEx cut its annual profit forecast, citing a $300 million cost in a June cyber attack on its TNT Express unit. TNT, folks, they had bought that years ago. That is one of the biggest delivery services in Europe and in Asia. The courier now expects to earn no more than $12.80 a share in the fiscal year ending May, excluding certain items. That's down from the original projection, as much as $14. Okay, the global cyber attack in June struck the company as the company is stepping up spending to handle more packages from the expansion of online shopping. The first quarter posed significant operational challenges due to the TNT Express cyber attack and Hurricane Harvey. Chief Executive Officer Fred Smith said in the statement. Well, we'll see how that whole thing shakes out. FedEx had acquired the shipping company TNT Express for $4.8 billion last year to gain extensive parcel delivery in Europe and to compete with the United Parcel and Deutsche Post. The just completed quarter was the first in which FedEx reported TNT results as part of the Express division. TNT primarily serves industrial, automotive, high-tech, and healthcare industries. This is going to be interesting, folks, because if you see what they were saying there? What they were saying, that this is the first time that they had to put that number inside their own numbers, and that wasn't a good number. FedEx had already planned a 16% expansion in capital spending this year to $5.9 billion after delaying some project at FedEx Ground to help in the process more in growing the number of e-commerce shipments and to boost margins. Deliveries to homes generally have lower yields. The shipper said first quarter profit fell to $251. They don't have, what's intriguing about FedEx, folks, okay, this spread is really light. I mean, it's not a big spread. They work on, you're talking about like an 8% spread or something. Let me get this for you, because I was surprised, actually. They can't make many mistakes. Earnings per share, their revenue, they expected 15.38, they did 15.3. Earnings per share, they expected $3, they did $2.51. Bottom line is that they didn't make it. Let's go take a look at UPS. UPS still trading at the same price point. UPS closed at $116.97. That is still trading at $116.97. One of the big hits out here today, when you talk about the internet and what Amazon can do to companies, was AutoZone. AutoZone down $28, trading $5.35 now. It's not that they, their numbers weren't that bad at all, really. I mean, if let's take a look at them. Numbers came out here. Oops, 1 second. There we go. They beat on revenue. Their sales estimates had topped. The earnings per share, they're expecting $15.18 to $15.14. So it wasn't that bad. I suspect what's in here that the market is understanding is that Amazon is going after their business. And when you look at their business model, folks, it's pretty amazing. This is an equity that traded in the last, if we go back to 2008, it was at $84. It traded all the way up to $817. It topped out August of 2016. And you talk about margins. This is phenomenal. If you're watching Tiger TV, I want to put this up for you, and I'll put up the margins. This is just phenomenal. Their margins per store, okay, per store. And as one of our targets is saying, Amazon has been selling all the parts for a while. They have. There's no doubt. Because I think what you get is this, is that in the case of picture auto stores, it's going to take a bit of time before Amazon gets into the whole distribution of small places that fix autos. I'm sure they're already getting into the larger ones, because when you look at their ratios, the ratios inside AutoZone and inside O'Reilly Automotive, they work, folks, on a 52% profit. 52% gross profit. It's unbelievable. When you look at these numbers. You stay right there. When they come back, I'm going to give you these numbers, because this is like a business that's phenomenal.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet, while remaining completely unhedged to the price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. And don't forget, folks, September 30th, I'm coming up to Boston doing a workshop. It's sponsored by Nadex. It's free. Check it out on the front page of TFNN. Let's go to Rick and Natick. Hey, Rick, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, doing well.
Thanks for calling. Thanks for holding.
I got to register to go to your event, correct?
Yes. You can just jump right on the website. You can register right on the website.
Okay, right on. I think I'm going to do that.
It's a beautiful day. Look forward to seeing you.
All right. So I want you to take a look at Cognex, CGNX for me.
This is a Cognex Corporation. They design, develop, market machine vision systems. The low is 49. The high is 115. That's today. This is like a rocket ship, man. It's been a rocket ship.
It is. I know. I've been in and out of it ever since, like, 28, 2 years ago. So
yeah, it was 28 on
I just
June.
got out of it yesterday. Was that a good decision?
I think so.
It's hard to tell when it's up at these levels. I just don't know how much
more it has. Now, I would say that. Let me just put this on a. So if you get it on a weekly, I'm trying to figure out where the A is point here. So you got a contraction of volume, that's for sure. But it looks like it's a monster ABC up too, man. So if you get, my God, so $50, 97, 45. That's 134. It's it's a confirmed ABC up to 134. So, I'm glad you're out of it right now. I can tell you that. The reason being, what happens with any type of ABC, you can turn into a complex one, but when you see something that runs this dramatic and then the volume died off this dramatically, that's pretty intense. You broke topside and went to 110, went 94 to 110 with 10 million shares. And then today you only did 1.1 million shares. Yesterday, 3.3.
What's my buy point? Is it back at that 108 level?
Yes, it is. It's and what you'll be looking for is that you're looking for the type of volume it pulls back on. If you see any type of expansion of volume off a high, don't go at 108 because you get that gap that's wide open at $95, man.
Okay.
95 would be the number.
All right.
Cooking, brother. Look forward to seeing you September 30th.
All right. Thanks, Tom.
Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Stay right there. Andy's coming right up, folks.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.